I wanted to see if Mike would really enjoy being on dates and getting to know other women. So I was kind of like looking at what he would do.
You know, it could have gone completely the other direction.
It could have.
Oh. When you first started this experiment, were you afraid that it could risk your relationship completely?
Absolutely.
But it was a risk you were willing to take?
Yeah.
Yeah. We have a really close friend, a couple. They told us that this would be the end of us.
I think that we were all really at a place where it's like either you get married or you just really need to break up.
Yeah, definitely.
I've been happily married for 10 years, and Dr. Nicole, you were dropping some gems even married folks could benefit from. I'm still trying to wrap my head around this whole concept of dating outside of your relationship. What was the motivation behind this whole experiment?
You know, in relationships, especially when you've been in it for a long time, there's always that question of if the grass is greener. In this context, what I think shocked people was here were these couples that were being honest about something that usually ruins relationships because it's done in the dark. They got to be empowered to say, this is a really cool person. Before you know it, people start to mutually move towards each other versus creating situations that could break them apart forever.
You didn't always agree with the good doctor here.
I always say I have a love-hate relationship with Dr. Nicole. I think that we got through a lot, but she put me on the hot seat a lot, and I didn't want to be on the hot seat all the time. It was a good experience.
Before they left the group, we also saw that Ulysses wasn't exactly sold on Mimi dating other men. Where's your relationship today? Where does that put you?
I feel like I got to see a side of him that I had never seen before, because the more I pushed, the more he did. He gravitated towards me, and he was really, really there for me. So he did take your good advice.
I wish you two the absolute best in your relationship. I hope that you get the opportunity to discover how great you can actually be. Yes, with a little bit of work. Okay, we gotta take a quick break, but when we come back, were you surprised?
I was very surprised, honestly. I expected a tough conversation.
What was your next move going to be with this
I
in your
was
head?
going to be grateful for the experience, but we were not staying together. I was going to go on about my merry way.
Was there a specific moment that changed you and made you want to do this with Shay?
Yeah. When she started really showing me that she wanted to integrate my son in her life, then I started saying, okay, we can really be a family.
When Dr. Nicole really explained that I can't just have Mike, I have to have all of Mike. And I was just like, wow. Like, I didn't think about it like that.
You said that they should go to an Airbnb.
I was looking at it as such a negative thing. And when she says, you create the life you want, this is my opportunity to connect with a child, with the man that I love.
And I'll say, like, I always forced a certain level of distance between my son and whoever I'm dating.
What's the relationship like? Have you brought him into the fold yet?
Yeah, it's great.
We've been talking, he's been over, and we're thinking about him moving in, and he's on the top of our minds.
Does anything about Zion remind you of Mike?
Yes, everything. They are twins. Like, just his mannerisms and the way he looks, and just
He's so
like,
nonchalant.
his attitude.
Yeah. If
They
y'all
are so
thought
alike.
if y'all thought I was standoffish in episode 1, that's Zion every day.
Yeah,
He's just chilling, just
day.
like
He is chilling.
every
On
day.
that note,
I felt that she may have not wanted to go any further because she knew that if she jumped in that water, she might not have been able to swim back out.
I let it go because I thought that there was some tension.
Oh, you mean sexual tension?
That's how it be.
I don't know the status of their current relationship. Me and Shay haven't spoke since our last date. It would have been good to hear from him.
Shay, do you want to say anything here to Rick?
I would just say we had great dates.
Michael, you're looking a little uncomfortable over there. How does it feel to hear that she was physically attracted to these guys?
It's about, knowing what type of relationship you're in.
Whitney, beautiful. Honestly, I thought you guys were going to maybe cross more boundaries than what you did. Something stopped you. What was it?
He was very dead set on no communication, no touching, no hugging, no anything. And so I had to respect that.
I was really into Whitney. I really was. She's a very, very attractive woman. What I learned from dating Whitney is that as much as I did like her and I was intrigued by her, I was not willing to let myself go but so far. And once I realized that, I was like, all right, I need to really focus on the women that I really love. And that was Shay.
Good. Have you missed him?
Yes, I mean, I was attracted to him. I thought he was a nice looking guy. I really enjoyed hanging out with him.
So you guys haven't seen each other since that last date?
Yes, we've seen each other.
We've all seen each other.
Yes, we all see
As a
each other.
group.
It's like
Not
the
the
three
guys,
of us.
but the three of us.
Wait,
not
the
like
three.
I ain't get the invite.
Mike
Rick was not
expressed to me that he thought that Shay and I would be really good friends, that we would get along really well. So he kind of orchestrated a meeting for us to hang out. We all had a really good time.
I was hesitant at first, but he was kind of adamant about it. I was open to it, and we met, and I really liked Whitney.
So there's a date to see each other again.
Yeah, we're going to dinner.
I remember watching the show. You two alluded to the fact that you enjoy threesomes together. Was there an ulterior motive in trying to connect Whitney and Shay?
No, but first, I alluded that it has happened before. It's not like we do this every day or something.
Shay, do you think that's the setup? And are you open to it?
If it's something Whitney's open to,
There we go. Whitney, are you into this?
To
Are
be
you open to
determined. I never say never.
Looks like you're a winner, Mike. Trust issues will break a relationship. And so the question is then why? Why even push yourselves to the limit?
Before the show, I knew he wasn't doing anything. It was just that because of what happened before, because he did not own up to it, and because he did not make me feel safe about that. Because of Dr. Nicole, she was able to be like, okay, well, you tried this approach, try this way.
We're just seeing these different avenues that we can take to actually deal with just different situations.
Where are you now with the trust issue?
I'm good. I promise you I'm good.
She's improved a lot. She's been doing...
He gave me a ring, and it's on TV, so if he wants to go mess up and somebody comes and tell me, then that's on him. I know I can go out and find somebody else, and I will be perfectly fine.
Dating other people really did help you heal your trust issues.
Yes.
Wow. Mind-blowing, isn't it? Tamika, Devin, and you seem to have some chemistry, and you had a lot in common. Were you attracted to him?
Yes, I think he's very handsome. You look
Thank you.
very.
Would he have been an option if you weren't in a relationship?
He sure would have been.
What about you, Devin? Was she your type?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when I seen her, when I walked up, I was looking like, man, she looked real good, you know? And her eyes, beautiful. She was just beautiful. I was glad that we was able to have as many dates as we did and, you know, and just really kind of dig deep.
Like, it was crazy because I never would have thought that I would open up to a stranger.
There was a natural attraction. She's definitely a pretty woman and great conversation. And we had fun, especially the photography date. It was dope. I never did that
If you
before.
had so much fun, why wasn't there a third date?
That's a great question. I would really like to know.
I just started thinking about the little elements of what I would actually be happy with and what, you know, would make me be like, There was more than I'm gonna actually, you know, be involved. No, it's just being honest. It's just being honest.
Everyone's not for everyone.
This is true.
And that is very true. And I'm not at all hurt, but I would wanted to know why at least.
Yeah,
you could
everybody
explain
needs
to me.
Closure.
Ghosting is not cute.
So, right, you didn't get that closure.
I didn't know.
Would you like to tell them what came of your relationship?
We're engaged?
Yes.
Oh, congratulations.
We are engaged.
You have a wonderful woman right there.
Thank
know?
you. Thank you.
She's very loyal.
I could say the same for Vince because when we talked about boundaries, Vince didn't step over any of them. I actually respected you because you respected those boundaries.
It's adult, it's grown folk conversation, which is, it was nice to meet you. We didn't work out, but I wish you the best. How did you feel about that, her making a connection?
It hurt me. I'm gonna be straight up with y'all. I'm gonna tell the world, it hurt. We was actually on here 2 different ways because I didn't want to make a connection, and she came on here to make a connection.
I did not.
She didn't come on here to make a connection, she came here and got a connection. In my head, no, I'm not here to make a connection. And I should have specifically told, said it to her, like, you can go on dates, but don't make a connection.
Well, you can't.
But you can't control that.
I can't control that.
And that's the thing about you that seemed to really bother her.
You can fight for me. I love it. But don't fight me.
Safe communication.
Safe communication.
Any of these guys that you dated, do you still think about them?
Yes. The last one.
Kwame? Does he know this, or is this?
I told him that, because the connection was a genuine connection. I was getting a lot of negativity at home, and he was bringing a lot of happiness.
And you were attracted
And
to
I was
him?
attracted to him, yes, obviously, yes.
I feel stupid because I remember back in the days, the girls would be like, you gonna find a chick that you love and they gonna hurt you. And I like, not me. And now it's happening.
Karma.
Karma popping me right now.
That does
like
not
this.
mean I don't love him. And I
But
understand that it
you
hurts.
said yes. You're engaged, yes? What am I sensing here? There was some hesitancy.
Yeah.
No, it's an engagement. It's just the wedding has not been discussed.
Right,
since the
we
show.
still work.
So we've not set a date.
Nope.
It's on her now. I ain't about to sit here and be like, begging for it no more. I just told her, if you want it, let me know.
So, all right, Ashley, do you really want this with Hollywood?
The thing is, I do
Be
want it.
truthful, because this the time.
Oh, Jesus.
This the time.
The thing is, I do want it with him. The problem that I have is the instability. On the show, he was hot, he was cold, he would pop off at the drop of a dime.
Yeah.
And then off the show, it carried over.
It did.
It was still up and down. We can do it or we can't. We can do it or we can't, and I can't really
I ain't
handle
do that. I ain't do that to you, Red. Don't do that.
What is it going to take for you to get to a space of comfort and know that it's time to move forward with Hollywood?
I need to get emotional stability.
I do listen, but when I be thinking about the feelings I have in my heart as what she did on the show, it burnt me up. Like I said, I'm good now.
That's what you were there for.
But I
get
gotta
it.
work on that to get myself.
And you gotta work on it fast before you do lose her. When the Put a Ring on It reunion returns, we are going to see some of the dates and daters that almost tore these two apart.
Got you.
Wow. Okay. Wow, there were sparks flying, okay. Pineapple kiss. Was that your first time seeing that? How did he not see that before?
Yeah,
I didn't, because I honestly, I ain't want to see the episode, because back in the days, honestly, I would have got up and slapped the out this dude for that.
Hello.
I'm just being straight up.
That wasn't a kiss. It was just a pineapple exchange.
It was a kiss.
I think it was an exchange.
I don't think you want to know what I got to say, because I think it was a kiss.
That's the I'm talking about, like
yeah,
that.
well, Kwame, we do want to know what you have to say.
At the end of the day, we know we're here. She's an attractive woman, and I want to get to know her.
You didn't expect to come into this and actually fall for someone.
No. He's a lucky guy. So I told you, you got my number. You know, when you done, you let me know. Then I come in and I see that. Like, oh, well, you let me know.
If there was no Hollywood, would it currently be Ashley and Kwame right now?
Definitely.
And I told her, she can have this dude, you dig? She can go with him. I been said that. My heart already was open, so if that's what she want, I gave her the opportunity to be with you, bro.
How do you feel hearing her say that?
I'm a little confused. She has a ring on her finger. You know, as a man, I'm confused now.
You guys have not communicated since the last date.
No.
So you come out, you see the ring on her finger, and how does that make you feel?
I feel some type of way.
Why would you feel some type of way? She got
Because
a
at the end of the day, like she said, she had chemistry. You just told me, you just said she could have it.
Yeah, I did, but she ain't
then
choose
why you put a ring on her
So what
then?
I'm telling you, son, she ain't choose you. You dig? So I'm saying, like, if she feeling this way right now, I told her, let me go.
She said if we weren't
But
together.
She want to see the grass over here green, and she want to see if it's turf over there.
Turf is
turf is fake, dude.
Turf is, you can run fast on turf though.
But yeah, you can run fast, but you ain't going nowhere.
A lot of stadiums have switched to turf.
Come on, man. We're not good.
We're good. It was a genuine connection, and it wasn't one that I felt that we had to make.
Are you moving on, or are you waiting in the wings?
I have to move on. I'm not that guy that's gonna break up a happy home and stuff. If you are truly happy.
You proposed to her.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say yes to him because you were ready? Or did you say yes to him because you didn't want to hurt his feelings or have some level of embarrassment on the show?
If I'm being 100% honest, I think right now I'm not ready to be married.
Do you still want to explore other relationships like you did during the experience?
No.
Are you just saying that? Or you really, what? You're just not ready, you just want to stay where you were when you guys first came into the experiment, which was, we're together, we love each other, but we're not getting married. What does that mean for you, Hollywood, to hear her say that?
I told her I was gonna wait for her. I ain't had no problem waiting.
Can I say something real fast? I know his heart, and he has it all on you to carry him, and then all of a sudden, the feelings are gone, and we're just not being honest about the feelings being gone. So I just want you to be honest with him.
I am being honest. Going through something for 9 years,
I get it.
You know not what it is.
This man is in love with you. I would love to have a man who loves me the way he loves you.
That's amazing.
That's a blessing.
Y'all got some work to do to get down the aisle, right? Okay.
Yeah.
There's some issues, as we saw after that last break, that you still have to work on. So what do we say? Are we still getting married?
I don't feel comfortable getting married right now. Until, I guess, I see what I need to see as far as emotional safety, I'm not moving.
Are you keeping the ring in the meantime? Are you still engaged, or are you giving it back until you get to that point?
For me, that's solely up to him. And I heard him when he said that I can just let him go or whatever. And because I am not ready, that's not fair. And I know what it felt like for me. So if it is something that you want to be free, then, I open the cage if you want to be free.
It's a defense mechanism. Men do that.
I know, but it's cool. I'm gonna run it though. I got you.
No, I'm talking to my sis though. That's his way of not being emotionally attached.
It's cool. At this point right now, it's the only person in my life that I always wanted to be with. So if she ain't ready right now, I still await, but I don't know what I'm gonna do in the meantime. Like, what else would be sitting here at the crib chilling until I hear somebody say, yeah, I'm ready?
If I still don't see the emotional safety that I need to see in you as somebody that I would look at as my husband, I'm not moving.
So, Dr. Nicole, I really want to know what you see here.
The first bump was you weren't emotionally honest about how you felt about what happened, and he wasn't emotionally honest about where he was. What you had is gone. You gotta build something new, and you can't build it using the same stuff.
We even talked last night before we got here and was like, let's just start over and let's build a new relationship. I was about it. She said she was about it too, though.
Then do that. You don't have to be engaged to do that.
Right.
And take your time to build it right. And then when it's time, if it's not right, a ring is not gonna fix it.
Have we set a date?
We discussed the day. It was initially supposed to be September 12th, which is the day that, he proposed to me, but I want to change it to earlier, but I don't know if he wants me to.
But you're talking about within the next year.
The cool thing about them is that they were open to the work that needed to be done. They know the work is not done. With relationships, it's continuous work.
Yeah.
So for the two of you, you gotta reset, right? Use the reset and build with that.
Yeah.
And I think you guys will be great.
He put a ring on it, and that's what it was all about. Congrats.
We have set a date. The date is September 25th.
What about Zion? Is Zion still moving in?
Yeah. We're actually currently in the process of buying a house.
We are.
Well,
And we're getting a room for Zion, and I'm very happy about it. They don't have to go to an Airbnb.
But you can still charge them rent. Any last words for this couple?
Have fun. You're about to build a really good new life with an amazing 12-year-old.
What's next for you guys?
I went and bought a ring.
You bought a ring?
Yeah.
You were planning this proposal. Is something stopping you now?
Yes. I don't want to rush her because of the process of everything that we've been through. It's not fair.
Mimi, what are your thoughts?
I need to work on myself, I feel like.
It has been quite a journey. Don't try this at home. But do take some of the gems that Dr. Nicole dropped all season. I'm Egypt Sherrod.